Good evening, East Alabama. Welcome into the locker room. I'm Namath Pitts. We have officially reached Wednesday, which is the halfway point of the week. And I want to remind you that we are doing our top 10 of the 2023-2024 school year. Yesterday, we had our number 10, number 9, number 8, and number 7 moments. Today, we are going to look at number 6, break into the top 5, and take a look at number 5 and number 4 as we set the tone for tomorrow, which will be our top 3 moments from this past school year. I want to remind you to hit that like and follow button on our East Alabama Now page. That way you don't miss the locker room. We're here 3 days a week for the months of May, June, and July. And then, of course, our East Alabama Now news is every night at 6:30 p.m. We've got a great story coming tonight on our East Alabama Now news. You'll hear from the new head coach of the White Plains softball program, Coach Anna Snyder-Burgess, who will be talking about her vision and direction for the White Plains program. So you certainly don't want to miss East Alabama Now news tonight. Today we're going to talk about county championship games from 3 different sports. We're going to show you the highlights. So yesterday we got up to 7. So let's start today with our number 6 moment from the 2023-2024 school year. Now number 10 was the Ohatchee Juniors championship win over Weaver. Number 9 was the Piedmont Seniors win over the Ohatchee Seniors. Number 8 was the Donahoe Falcons playoff win over Altamont. And number 7 was the Alexandria Seniors win over Anniston. Number 6, County Basketball Championship. Let's start with Coach Van Meter and the Oxford Yellow Jackets against Jacksonville. It's the final game of the Calhoun County Tournament. And here is Jaden Lewis for Oxford. He fights inside and gets the jumper to fall. Jaden Lewis, great player. This time Jacksonville on offense going to have good ball movement. It's going to end up in Irvin's hands. Going to come back to Irvin from Peeler. Irvin's going to dish it to Dylan Barksdale, and Dylan Barksdale is going to get the contested bucket inside the paint. Oxford on offense. Deshaun Calloway in transition. Stops, pulls up from 3. Bang! And it's good. Calloway from 3-point range. This time, Dylan Barksdale, his jumper is good. Nothing but net. What a player for Jacksonville. I feel like Barksdale's been playing basketball since like forever. I remember when he was in 7th grade. This time, Deshaun Calloway from 3 again. Bang, bang. Same result. The 3-pointer is good. All right, Jacksonville back on offense. Barksdale's got the ball. Going to look to create some ball movement. And he is going to do that. It's going to go to Irvin. Irvin looked like he wanted to go back. He's going to send it inside to Peeler. Peeler to Sinclair. And Sinclair makes an unbelievable bucket under the rim. Oxford back on offense. And it's going to go to Marcus Perry Jr. from 3. You know what I say. Bang! It's good from 3. All right, this time, Jaquan Irvin in transition. Going to look to make it, and he's going to get fouled trying to go in. And that's going to take us to the Jacksonville head coach. There's Coach Trez doing what he does best, coaching his team hard. This time, Jacksonville back on offense. Dylan Barksdale from mid-range, and his jumper is good. And this time, Oxford back on offense. Deshaun Calloway takes it inside and finishes for 2. This time, Dylan Barksdale's pass is stolen, and Jalen Alexander is going to get fouled by Irvin trying to go to the basket. This time, Emory Young goes to the free throw line and makes it 2-4-2. He hit the first free throw. He's going to have no problems hitting the second one. All right, that makes it back to the Yellow Jackets. Jaden Lewis is going to make his own free throw for the Yellow Jackets as he hits the free throw. Jacksonville this time going to bring the ball up court. MJ Wood is going to, Sinclair's got the ball right here. It's going to end up in MJ Wood's hands. He's going to try to come inside, and he traveled. They're going to hit him for traveling. This time, Monte Sinclair bringing the ball up court. He's going to dish it to Emory Young, who misses the 3-pointer. Oxford gets the rebound. They're going to take it in transition. Jaden Lewis gets the layup. And the Jacksonville Golden Eagles would win 56-36. And you see the team right here celebrating with the student section, celebrating with the trophy as the Jacksonville Golden Eagles are your 2024 Calhoun County boys. And I got to tell you what, right there, you've seen it. The Jacksonville Golden Eagles did what a lot of people expected them to do coming into the county tournament, and that was win with the championship. Now, I think most people expected the Anniston Ladies to be the team that was going to be the last team standing in the county championship, but that was not the case. Oxford made that great run in the county tournament and knocked off Anniston in the county championship. So not only is the boys game number 6 on our list, but it's also 2 on our number 6. Our number 6 is also the girls' county championship game. So let's go back out to Pete Matthews Coliseum. And here we are, Pete Matthews Coliseum. It's the location for the girls' county championship game between Oxford and Anniston. Anniston on offense, they're going to have some good ball movement, and Layla Tyus is going to get the bucket inside the paint. Oxford on offense, they're going to as well move the ball around a little bit, and then it's going to be dished out to Zayana Whitfield from 3. Bang! And Zayana Whitfield hits the three-pointer. This time, Oxford back on offense. Whitfield's going to throw it in. It's going to end up back in her hand. She takes it inside the paint and gets the bucket off the backboard. This time, Anniston going to look to move the ball around. They're going to get inside, and Fomby is going to get the one-hand shot to fall. Now we're at the free throw line, and the free throw is no good. So Anniston's going to get the ball. Oxford misses the layup. Fomby's going to take it up court. She's going to dish it to a Caleb Perry, who from three-point line drains it, and the three-pointer is good. This time, Jaden Fomby is going to get, again, the one-hand shot to be good. Nothing but net right there, too, as well. Here's Oxford head coach Melissa Bennett talking to her team during a timeout break. Here's Anniston head coach Eddie Bullock talking to his team. This time, Anniston's shot's going to get blocked. Oxford's going to take the ball up court. Oxford's going to shoot a 3. They're going to miss it, but Shay Montgomery's going to get the rebound and put back for the Yellow Jackets. Anniston back on offense now. Jada Fomby going to go back to a Kayla Perry, who's in the corner again from 3. Bang! She drains the three-pointer from the corner again. This time, Bree Wilson's going to get the ball from Whitfield, and Bree Wilson is going to go to work, and she is going to put the work in right here. Offensive MVP, and her jumper is good. This time, Bree Wilson to Zayana Whitfield from 3. Bang! And it is good for the Oxford Yellow Jackets. And here it is. Someone's going to take home a county championship, an MVP award, and someone is going to make all-county. As you see the trophy and awards, it's a packed-out house at the Pete on the campus of JSU for the Calhoun County Championship. This time, Serena Hardy's going to send it inside to Tykeria Smith, who gets the layup, and that's going to do it for Anniston. Oxford back on offense. Bree Wilson's going to bring it up court. She's going to find Zayana Whitfield, who's going to take it inside the paint and get the floater to go in. Anniston back on offense. They're going to move the ball around a little bit. Serena Hardy from 3. Bang! And it is good for the Bulldogs. This time, Anniston's going to miss the jumper. Zayana Whitfield's going to take it in transition and do what she does best. She's going to bank the shot in and make it look easy. All right, this time, Bree Wilson trying to inbound the ball. It's going to be stolen. Anniston's going to end up back on offense. They're going to have really good ball movement. Going to end up inside. Layla Tyus is going to be fouled as she tries to go in and shoot the ball. So she's going to be fouled and go to the free throw line. Layla Tyus is going to end up hitting one of her 2 free throws from the line. Now Oxford's going to end up back on offense. Jamia Gaston in transition, and she's going to get fouled trying to score for the Yellow Jackets. And so she's going to go to the free throw line. But now this time, Anniston back on offense. Serena Hardy's going to miss the three-pointer. Ava Thomas is going to get the rebound, and Oxford starts celebrating as they win their 3rd straight Calhoun County Championship in a row as Oxford beats Anniston 47-41. Melissa Bennett's team is the Calhoun County Girl Champions. And it truly was a great experience at Pete Matthews Coliseum for another county tournament. That's always one of the biggest county tournaments probably of any sport in the area. For sure, county basketball is always a special, special week at Pete Matthews Coliseum. So number 6 was the County Basketball Championship games. Hey, we are breaking into our top 5. When we come back in just a minute, we are going to talk about a team that we talked about yesterday. They come back in at number 5 on our top 10 moments from 2023-2024. I'm Namath Pitts. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
We're able to connect faster than ever through technology. Maybe you've noticed that real connection is hard to come by. Parker Memorial Baptist Church offers you a place to connect, a place to learn more about Jesus and the difference He can make in your life, a place to build relationships with like-minded believers, or maybe discover what it means to be a follower of Jesus Christ, a place to use the gifts and talents God has given you, a place where we love God and we love you. Parker Memorial Baptist Church, 1205 Quintard Avenue, Anniston. Visit our website for details.
We continue on the locker room on this Wednesday afternoon. Can you believe we have already hit the halfway point of the week? That's what happens when you have a holiday and you get an extended week. I got to tell you guys, it was one of the best school years that I think I've experienced from even when I was in high school. It was truly a blast to just get to cover local events. One team that I loved getting to cover this season was the Donahoe Lady Falcons soccer team, a team that had so much success. I just don't think that you could really write a story because there wouldn't be enough pages to write about the success that this team has had in their career when you look at Aaron Turley, Zoe Christopher, and Rory Catherine Parks. Yesterday, we had their win over Altamont on our top 10. Well, coming in at number 5 is their county championship win over Jacksonville. Before we get to the highlights, though, I want to say, again, thank you to Nathan and Ashley Gober because they were the ones that shot these highlights that night. I didn't shoot these highlights. They went out to the county championship that night, and they shot these highlights. They videoed them. So, with that being said, let's go out to our number 5 moment from this past year, the Donahoe Falcons, Jacksonville Golden Eagles Girls County Championship soccer game. All right, so let's get to our highlights. The Donahoe Falcons are getting prepared to play in the county tournament. You see them right there, all huddled up. There's Rory Catherine Parks. There's the Jacksonville Golden Eagles. Made a great run this season, getting prepared as well to play in the county tournament. We're going to start our action with All-State and Super All-State player Aaron Turley. She is going to get the game started for the Falcons. She's going to kick the ball in, and we're going to see the ball move around a little bit. So I'm going to give you guys just a couple seconds to watch a little bit of the early clips before we fast forward into overtime, because this game would ultimately go to overtime. Ball still moving around a little bit. Aaron Turley now has it. She's going to kick it out, and I believe this is where we're going to fast forward to penalty kick shootout in overtime. Sarah Sloffy gets it past Laura Lee Church and into the net. Aaron Turley gets it past Kelsey Sigler and into the net. Here is Lexi Page for Jacksonville. She cannot get it past Laura Lee Church, and so Donahoe has the chance to get the advantage. Rory Catherine Parks right here. Going to try to get it past Sigler. She cannot. Kelsey Sigler stops it. We are still tied up here on penalty kicks. Emerson Weaver is going to kick it in the net past Laura Lee Church. Jacksonville now has the advantage. Anna Kate Wallace for the Falcons. She's going to get it past Sigler and into the net, and we are back tied up again on penalty kicks. Now we go to Kim for Jacksonville, and Kim is going to kick it right past Laura Lee Church and into the net, and Jacksonville has the advantage again. But Zoe Christopher is going to kick this one in past Sigler, and we are tied up again. That brings us to Emma Easterling, and she cannot get it past Laura Lee Church. So Donahoe has a chance right here to win it. It's going to come down to Samantha Wakefield of the Falcons. Samantha Wakefield with an opportunity to win the game for the Falcons. And here we go. Goal! And Samantha Wakefield walks it off for the Donahoe Falcons. This is where the top 5 on our list, because the Donahoe Falcons win in overtime on the final penalty kick by Sam Wakefield as the Donahoe Falcons won another one. And as you know, the famous rapper says, and another one, because they've won a lot in a row. I don't even know how many. I've done forgot, but I know that Donahoe's girls Falcons soccer team, 2 runner-up trophies since 2021. A lot of talent coming back next year, too. Hannah Kate Wallace, Sam Wakefield, the person that won that game on the penalty kick, coming back. And this is truly a talented team. Laura Lee Church is going to be back. And for Jacksonville, you got a lot of 8th graders that are really good. Just a lot of talent coming back for them. They're going to make another run, even though they're moving up to 5A, which is certainly going to be tougher. They still got the pieces, guys, to make a run at a 5A championship. I look at these two teams, what they accomplished this season. Look at what they could accomplish in the future. The sky is the limit for both of these teams. I look at Emerson Weaver. I mean, she is going to be one heck of a player. And Lexi Page, Sarah Sloffy was great. Emma Easterling, a lot of talent for them. And again, Donahoe, you talk about Sam Wakefield, Anna Kate Walsh, the first 2 that pop up to mind that come back. Laura Lee Church, Chloe Melton, young player who's going to be good for Donahoe. So Wigley, I mean, both teams are super talented. So number 5 on our top 10 from the 2023-2024 list was the Donahoe Lady Falcons soccer win over Jacksonville. Hey, before we go to break, though, I do want to remind you once again, make sure to hit that like and follow button on our East Alabama Now page. We have our East Alabama Now news tonight at 6:30 p.m. Also, we've got a big EAN summer giveaway coming up. You can win a lot of prizes from local businesses right here. Are you a local business? Why spend advertisement money anywhere else? Come partner with East Alabama Now. It's more than just spending money. It's truly a partnership and relationship, and we look forward to adding. We want to add to our team. So, hey, other than that, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we are in the top 5. We're looking at number 4. We're going to head back out to the Diamond. We'll have more on that in just a minute as we continue on the Locker Room.
Spring into freshness at WM. Celebrate the season with our bountiful selection of farm fresh produce. From juicy berries to crisp greens, taste the flavors of spring at WM. Visit us today and let the freshness bloom in every bite. For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today. For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
Welcome back into the Locker Room on this Wednesday afternoon. You see it right there? That's me. I'm Namath Pitts. I'm the host, and it is truly going to be a great week ahead in the summer. Now, I know we're only recording 3 days a week. I know, bummer. But, guys, we've got the All-Stars coming up for youth baseball next week. And I got to tell you, them parents love us, and we love them. We can't wait to get out there and get the highlights of all the local teams in action in the USSSA All-Star Tournament. This Friday, you've actually got the T-ball tournament starting up at Anniston's Youth Fields over behind the Aquatic Center in Fort McClellan. We talked with Trevecchio Roberts last night on our East Alabama Now News. Tonight on East Alabama Now News, we've got a great guest joining us, and it is Anna Snyder-Burgess, the new head coach of the White Plains softball program. She'll be joining us to talk more about kind of how she wants to put her fingerprints on this program. She played for the legendary Rachel Ford at White Plains, so she's going to be returning home. We'll have more on that story tonight at 6:30 on East Alabama Now News. Now, one of the top stories of the season was a walk-off championship in the county tournament for the Oxford Yellow Jackets. Coach Travis Jansen's team did fall a little short of their ultimate goal, which was to bring home another 6A state championship. Still a great season, and they got a win over the 5A state champions, Alexandria, in the county tournament. It was a game that went to extra innings, saw Trip Patterson reach his pitch count limit, saw Oxford throw at least 4 guys on the mound, but ultimately it would be the Yellow Jackets who prevailed. So, number 4 on our top 10 moments from the 2023-2024 school year is the Oxford Yellow Jackets county baseball win over Alexandria. There's Oxford head coach Travis Jansen. Now on your left, Alexandria head coach Zach Welch on your right, number 1 and number 2 seed. The starting pitcher for Oxford will be R.J. Brooks. Here's R.J. Brooks warming up before the game. He would end up throwing 6 innings for the Yellow Jackets. And for Alexandria on the mound is going to be Trip Patterson. Been dealing with some sickness, but is on the mound for the Alexandria Valley Cubs. Trip Patterson, one of the better pitchers in the county, no question about that. All right, here we go. R.J. Brooks on the mound. Brody Slayton's going to open the game up with a single to center field for the Valley Cubs. Again, that's going to drop in center field, and that's a single for Slayton. This time, Nick Thompson's going to attempt a sac bunt, but what a catch by Hudson Gilman for the out as Hudson Gilman dives and gets the out at first. This time, Ian Cartwright's going to hit a single to left field, and all of a sudden, Alexandria has something cooking in the first inning, runner on first and second. This time, Samuel Henniger gets a center to center field. He gets a single to center field, pardon me. And now Alexandria has got the bases loaded in the top of the first inning. That is going to require an infield mound visit from Oxford as there's bases loaded with 1 out. R.J. Brooks has a pickle to start the game. And here you see Zach Welch talking to his hitters and his base runners about being smart. All right, Aiden Bruner is going to be the next batter for Alexandria. He's going to hit a sac fly to right field that's going to score Brody Slayton from third. Oxford takes a 1-0 lead in the first inning. This time, R.J. Brooks is going to get Evan Snow to strike out swinging to end the inning. Now, Trip Patterson on the mound. Nick Richardson's going to ground out to second base. And this is going to be a bang play at first. They're going to call Richardson out. This time, Trip Patterson gets Todd Gann to strike out swinging. And next up is going to be Carter Johnson, and he is going to get a single to left field, so Carter Johnson gets a base hit for Oxford. But this time, Trip Patterson's going to get Forrest Heacock to strike out swinging. So Trip Patterson threw a phenomenal, I believe it was 9 innings, even went into the 10th. This time, Ty Brown's going to hit a ground ball to the shortstop, and it is going to be fielded, and Ty Brown is going to be out. R.J. Brooks gets a couple grounders now. Brody Slayton's going to hit into a ground ball, and great defense from Johnson. He's going to be out. And this time, Trip Patterson back on the mound for Alexandria, and he's going to get Judd Sire to strike out swinging, and Bruner's going to get him out on the drop third. This time, Todd Gann hits a fly ball that is caught by Alexandria. This time, Evan Snow's going to pop it up to Hudson Gilman at first base, and Gilman is going to catch that for the out. You've seen Forrest Heacock strike out a minute ago. This time, he's going to hit a double to left field. You're going to see it drop right here. That's going to go to the almost to the fence, and so Forrest Heacock gets a double for the Oxford Yellow Jackets, and that's going to put a runner on third. Oxford's got something cooking in the fourth inning. Hudson Gilman's going to ground out this time, and Alexandria's going to throw it to first. This time, R.J. Brooks is going to ground out to second base. Alexandria's going to get the out. Oxford would end up getting a run in the fourth inning. This time, Kanan Whitman's going to pop it up to Samuel Henniger, and he's going to get the out at first base. Trip Patterson's got a lot of strikeouts, and he's going to add to that right here. Judd Sire's going to strike out looking, so that is a strikeout looking. This time, Nick Richardson, he's going to ground out to second base. Good defense by Alexandria. Great play defensively by Alexandria. Right here, Zach Baskins is going to get a single to drop in left, and that's going to put a runner on third base right here. And Zach Baskins is actually going to put himself in a pickle. The runner from third would end up going home and be called out, and then look at this. Eli Barnes strikes out swinging. Big strikeout from Carter Johnson. This time, R.J. Brooks is going to pop it up to the infield, and Evan Snow is going to get the out for the Valley Cubs. Oxford still batting. This time it's going to be a fly ball to left field, and routine fly ball caught in left field for the Valley Cubs. Alexandria now hitting. Carter Johnson on the mound. He's going to get Ian Cartwright to hit into a ground ball to shortstop, and good defense from Oxford for the out. This time Carter Johnson's going to get Samuel Henniger to strike out swinging as Carter Johnson gets a strikeout to end the half inning. This time Zach Baskins is going to hit a single, and it looked like this was going to be the win for Alexandria, but they're going to trip on third base. Disaster strikes. Baskins gets the single. He's in a rundown between first and second, and that's going to send the runner from third to home for Alexandria. And Oxford just made multiple plays at the plate as they get the out at home to prevent Alexandria from taking the lead in extra innings. This time, Alexandria is going to hit a blooper. Again, another opportunity to take the lead, and R.J. Brooks comes through with the out in left field. That could have been disaster again. This time, Kanan Whitman's going to pop it up to foul territory, and that is caught by Alexandria. That could have gave Oxford the lead. There was multiple opportunities where both of these teams could have took the win, but couldn't capitalize. Evan Snow drawed a walk off Nick Richardson. Nick Richardson got Ty Brown to strike out swinging. Todd Gann's going to hit an RBI single. That would tie the game at that point. Judd Sire would go on to hit a walk-off double as the Oxford Yellow Jackets would win the county championship 3-2 in 11 innings. And just a little heads up for you guys, just a little tip, if you ever go to a video baseball game, make sure you do Facebook updates after, because when you video, sometimes you miss stuff like Judd Sire's walk-off hit. But needless to say, it was Judd Sire who walked it off in the county championship to give Oxford the win. He also walked it off in the playoffs again to give Oxford another win. So Judd Sire had a great career, came back out his senior year, and definitely made a positive impact for the Yellow Jackets. All right, we are now up to our top three. but you'll have to see that tomorrow because we're not going to have our top 3 today. But it features state champions, state champions, state champions, technically a couple state champions for one of them. But we'll have more on that tomorrow. Hey, I do want to thank you for joining us on The Locker Room. Hope you'll watch East Alabama Now News tonight at 6:30 p.m. Other than that, stay safe, God bless, and we'll see you back here tomorrow on The Locker Room.